Daydreamer Place.
Hi guys, happy Valentine's Day and welcome back to another top 5 episode. In light of this special day, I just wanted to make a special light-hearted video for you guys on the top 5 possible relationships that could actually blossom in the game. So we already know these confirmed couples, as well as several love interests and crushes various characters have with each other. But in fact, I think even more storylines can be generated between the heroes we have, and here are the top 5 potential and possible relationships I feel could happen, so let's check them out. Our first potential couple comes from Evan's crew, and we have Jupe and Snipper. I mean, this should be pretty obvious, isn't it? But in case you had no idea, let me shed some light on their relationship. So these two have been really close friends for a long time, and even Ariel thought they were dating. And they have constantly maintained that they are just friends. Okay, Jupe does admire Bidam, which actually triggers Snipper's jealousy. And Snipper doesn't really like Bidam because of that. So Snipper does have kind of like a crush on Jupe, but you can see that Jupe is actually very close and she is very concerned about Snipper as well. And Jupe knows a lot about Snipper's childhood, even his revenge plot, which he didn't tell Evan's crew, but Jupe already knew, and that's how long they have known each other. And this can be seen in chapter 6. And from the Japanese server, we have Ingrid's dungeon, and in this particular plot, Snipper actually becomes unconscious. However, he wakes up upon listening to Jupe's voice, and this actually triggers Ingrid's jealousy to a great deal. So you can see that they are actually very close. I feel that they have the potential to be a really nice couple, and of course very stable couples actually start off being really good friends as well, isn't it? Let's move on to our second pair. Our second potential possible couple is Taka and Ray. Did you see that coming? So both of them wield double daggers or double swords and are very stealthy and assassin-like. Both of them are also reminiscent of ninjas. So somehow I would love for Taka and Ace's storylines to cross, because after all, they have been taught by the same master and they are believed to be near the same age. And when Taka visits Moonlight Owl to meet and spar with Ace, he chances upon Ray, who mistakes him for an intruder, and they go head to head in battle. And through this battle, they will spark off their feisty relationship where Taka gets swooned by Ray's swordsmanship, and though Ray appears to dislike him at first, slowly warms up to him. Now this is all my imaginary storyline, okay? And also I personally hope that this storyline will actually trigger Ray to want to become more powerful, as she wants to protect Daisy and Ace and thereby lead to her awakening. So what do you guys think? Do you think Taka and Ray will be a very compatible couple? Let me know in the comments, and let us move on to our third couple. Our third couple comes from the Bandit family, and they are Miho and Kwang-ho. Honestly, having them here on the list may spark a little controversy, because I always felt that maybe Miho was the real daughter of the bandits and Kwang-ho was the adopted son of the bandit leader. So technically they are siblings, but then again, we really don't know their real relationship. And they have so much in common. So let us just go through what Kwang-ho's story is all about. Basically, he was abandoned on a mountain as an infant. Kwang-ho was raised by tigers until bandits found him. Then, due to the Hwarongs that stopped the bandits' raid, they lost their leader, and Kwang-ho, who treated the leader like his father, cried. And then he actually rose up to become the leader of the bandits himself and was a very good leader. Now if we look at Miho's story, for her 4-star, she was actually unhappy with the mountain bandits, and she believed that you should enjoy all that comes with having power and wealth. Okay, so in the end, she left the mountain bandits with her friend Tick, the tiger. After that, she went on to meet Bai Jiao, and after that, we just is, it's her feud with Rin because she entered the palace. So basically you can see that she actually grew up with the mountain bandits, and there's a very strong possibility that Miho and Kwang-ho perhaps knew each other since childhood, and due to their separate, due to Miho's desire for power, she went on her own way, and Kwang-ho went on to lead the mountain bandits. So I would believe that these two heroes have a common childhood, and they could once again meet up in Aisha after many years. Okay, and perhaps Miho's desire and hunger for power would actually lead her to make use of Kwang-ho, since Kwang-ho does have plans to take revenge on Bidam. Okay, and if you look at Bidam's affinity here, Bidam actually works with Rin. If you see this, please hurry up and proceed with investigation, because Rin is actually hiring Bidam to find to search for the fragments of destruction. And if Miho knows that Bidam works under Rin, and Kwang-ho is also seeking revenge against Bidam, then maybe Miho and Kwang-ho will come together once again to, for this very reason, because they both have very vengeful desires. So this is my speculation how both of them will come together and, hopefully rekindle some of those childhood memories whatsoever and become a possible couple. Let me know what you guys think as well. Let's move on to the fourth couple. For fourth couple, we have two heroes from the Western Empire, and they are Bailong and Ling. So Bailong and Ling are not only just Chinese, they not only are Chinese and have Chinese names, okay, they also practice in the martial arts. So Bailong was inspired by Bruce Lee, okay, and Ling, I think she's just inspired based on a Chinese female martial artist, okay. And apparently, upon doing some research from the Korean sources, Ling was also part of Bailong's vigilante group. So what actually is the vigilante group? Originally, Bailong was from the Auric nation, and he disliked strict teachings from the temple, so he decided to train himself. And then after that, a thief stole all his possessions, and he decided to make a vigilante group to maintain peace in his area. So he was then crowned as the martial arts emperor. And so basically Ling was actually also part of this vigilante group. So I would suspect that, they had a lot of cases whereby they will fight together and probably bond as well. So this is the very basis that I could make up for these two heroes, which actually, if you were to look at their affinity, they don't have too much of a relationship besides admiration, Ling's admiration for Bailong. So I would think these two will make a pretty solid couple in the Law of Seven Knights, even though they are minor characters. Okay, with that, let's move on to our final couple. For the last potential couple, we have the two founders of the Dark Knights, Platin and Pallenus. So this video was actually made before Pallenus was announced, so I don't have Pallenus in this screen, but I'm really happy that she came out on the same day that this video is going to be published. Okay, so the two Dark Knights actually share a pretty close relationship, and in fact, before Pallenus was unveiled, there was a saying that Platin was the one who put together the Dark Knights. So yeah, over here we can see that in Platin's story, they said that upon the goddess' orders, he created Dark Knights with those remaining in the world. And of course this includes Pallenus herself. However, I think he handed over the captain role to Pallenus because Pallenus is someone who is really trained really well as a general, as a soldier. So if you look at Pallenus' exclusive item backstory, Pallenus already knew Platin since they were kids. Okay, Pallenus' father used to bring her to the shrine and she would sneak to temple backyard to find a boy. And we're not really sure who this boy is, okay? But Platin was with the boy. Okay, I'm not even sure if this is a translation error or Platin was the boy, okay? But according to the translated story, basically Platin was the boy beside the boy that she used to see, okay? And okay, hearing Pallenus talk, Platin decided to give her a baton, and he bought the baton for her, saying that this is something that represents a commander. To Pallenus, she thinks that, oh, this boy is so silly and all that. But I believe that, you know, having it as her exclusive item would mean that this item has some sentimental value. And of course, growing up, perhaps they have develop different personalities and desires. Platin wants to avoid war, but Pallenus would wage war if the need arises to protect the shards of destruction, to restore her homeland. And also from Pallenus' teaser trailer, you can see that she actually thanked Platin for giving her the chance to make things right due to her error.
Still, you told me about the opportunity from the goddess, so that I can stand up again. Thanks to you, I was able to get my last chance.
And I think she holds very strong and positive feelings for Platin on top of a feeling of gratitude. Okay, but well, maybe, just maybe, after all this is over, after all the shards of destruction business is over, maybe Pallenus and Platin could really come together and focus on rebuilding the world that they used to come from. And through that process, you know, where you rebuild everything that you have lost, I think that is going to be a very, very key milestone in their relationship. And who knows, maybe in future they may really settle down together. Am I right? So I've come to the end of this top 5 episode. Do let me know what you guys think about the 5 couples, and maybe if you have even more ideas on who should be together, let me know in the comments below. I will assure you that the next top 5 episode is going to be super exciting. I've already started preparing for it, and I'm even going to include some original artwork, so do stay tuned for that, and I can't wait to bring that to you guys. If you enjoyed this video, do like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.